listeners, and tonight I actually attempted to record this that I am recording or attempting to record again for a third time because of technical difficulties. Each technical difficulty was my fault, if I'm being honest with you, but it's beside the point. And it doesn't matter because the reading will be worth it. We're going to be learning about a very talented young lady named Zendaya. Zendaya Marie Stormer Coleman, born September 1st, 1996, is an American actress and singer. She is the recipient of numerous accolades, including a Primetime Emmy Award, a Satellite Award, and a Saturn Award. Zendaya began her career as a child model and backup dancer. She rose to mainstream prominence for her role as Rocky Blue on the Disney Channel sitcom Shake It Up. In 2013, Zendaya was a contestant on the 16th season of the dance competition series Dancing with the Stars. She produced and starred as the titular spy, Casey Cooper, in the sitcom Casey Undercover. Her performance as a struggling drug addict teenager in the HBO drama series Euphoria made her the youngest recipient of the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series. Her film roles include the musical drama The Greatest Showman, the superhero film Spider-Man Homecoming and its sequels, the computer-animated musical comedy Smallfoot, the romantic drama Malcolm and Marie, the live-action animation hybrid sports comedy Space Jam: A New Legacy, and the science fiction epic Dune. In addition to her acting career, Zendaya has ventured into music. In 2011, she released the singles Swag It Out and Watch Me, the latter a collaboration with Bella Thorne. She signed with Hollywood Records in 2012 and subsequently released her debut single Replay, which reached the top 40 on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart. She released her eponymous debut studio album in 2013 to moderate success and critical acclaim. Zendaya's biggest commercial success as a musician came with her Zac Efron collaboration Rewrite the Stars from the Greatest Showman soundtrack in 2018. The single reached within the top 20 of several record charts and has received multi-platinum sales certifications globally. Zendaya Marie Stormer Coleman was born on September 1st, 1996 in Oakland, California, to teachers Claire Stormer and Kazembe Ajamu Coleman. Her father is African American with roots in Arkansas, while her mother has German and Scottish ancestry. She has 5 older siblings. Zendaya, whose name derives from the Shona name Tendai, meaning to give thanks, attended Fruitvale Elementary School, where her mother taught for 2 decades. At age 6, she and 2 friends from the school performed a play there for Black History Month. She grew as a performer in part at the nearby California Shakespeare Theater in Orinda, California, where her mother worked a summer job as the house manager. She helped her seat patrons, sold fundraising tickets, and was inspired by the theatrical performances to pursue acting. At 8, Zendaya joined a hip-hop dance troupe called Future Shock Oakland and was a member for 3 years. She also spent 2 years dancing hula with the AHA, the Academy of Hawaiian Arts. Zendaya attended Oakland School for the Arts, and while still a student, was cast in several roles in area theaters. At the Berkeley Playhouse, she played Little T. Moon in Once on This Island, and in the Theater Works production in Palo Alto, she played a character originally written as male Joe in Caroline or Change. She studied at the Cal Shakes Conservatory program and at the American Conservatory Theater. Her stage credits include performances in several of William Shakespeare's plays. She played Lady Anne in Richard III, Celia in As You Like It, and took part in a production of Twelfth Night. When Zendaya was in 7th grade, the family moved to Los Angeles. In 2015, while pursuing an acting career, she graduated from Oak Park High School. Zendaya began her career working as a fashion model for Macy's, Mervyn's, and Old Navy. She was featured in an iCarly Toys ad. She also appeared as a backup dancer in a Sears commercial featuring Disney star Selena Gomez. In 2009, she was a featured performer in the Kids Bop music video for its cover of the song Hot and Cold by Katy Perry, which was released on Kids Bop 15. In November 2009, she auditioned for the role of Cece Jones in the Disney sitcom Shake It Up, titled Dance Dance Chicago at the time. For her audition, she performed Michael Jackson's Leave Me Alone. She was selected to play Rocky Blue. Shake It Up premiered on November 7th, 2010, and was watched by 6.2 million viewers, becoming Disney Channel's second highest rated premiere in Disney Channel's 27-year history. In 2011, Zendaya released Swag It Out, a promotional independent single. She also starred in the book trailer for From Bad to Cursed by Katie Allender. In June of the same year, she released Watch Me, performing with Bella Thorne. The song peaked at 86 on the Billboard Hot 100. The second season of Shake It Up premiered on September 18th, 2011. Zendaya hosted Make Your Mark Ultimate Dance-Off 2011 on Disney Channel. In 2011, Target stores began selling D-Signed, a line of clothing inspired by the clothes worn by Zendaya and other cast members of Shake It Up. Zendaya's first film role was in Frenemies, a Disney Channel original movie. On February 29th, 2012, Something to Dance For was released as promotional single for Live to Dance. For the soundtrack, Zendaya also recorded 3 other songs: Made in Japan, Same Heart, and Fashion Is My Kryptonite, released as a promotional single. In June 2012, Shake It Up was renewed for a 3rd and final season. On September 2nd, 2012, she signed to Hollywood Records. In October, she performed at the Teen Music Festival and at the Operation Smile benefit. Zendaya was as one of the celebrities who would compete on season 16 of Dancing with the Stars. At age 16, she was the youngest contestant ever to participate on the show, before Willow Shields succeeded her at age 14 on season 20. She was partnered up with professional dancer Valentin Murkowski. In May, the couple finished as runners-up behind Kelly Pickler and Derek Huff. Zendaya's self-titled album was released on September 17, 2013. It was preceded by the single Replay, released on July 16, 2013, written by Tiffany Fred and Paul Famous Shelton. In August 2013, she was was cast as 16-year-old Zoe Stevens, the lead character in the Disney Channel original movie Zapped, whose smartphone begins to somehow control all the boys around her. In November 2013, Zendaya was selected as Elvis Duran's Artist of the Month and was featured on NBC's Today, where she performed live her single Replay. That same month, she was cast as the lead in a Disney Channel pilot called Super Awesome Katie. It was ordered to series by Disney Channel in May 2014, with the series now under the title Casey Undercover, and with Zendaya's character now named Casey Cooper rather than Katie Cooper. Zendaya exerted influence over the renaming of her character and the retitling of the series, also deciding several key elements of the character's personality. Casey Undercover premiered on Disney Channel on January 18th, 2015, and was renewed for a second season in May 2015. In 2014, Zendaya was a guest judge on an episode of Project Runway Under the Gun. In the episode, the contestant designers were given the challenge of creating an outfit for Zendaya to wear in an upcoming concert performance. In February 2015, after a joke made by Juliana Rancic concerning Zendaya in reference to her hair smelling of patchouli oil and weed at the 87th Academy Awards, Zendaya promptly took to Instagram to address the remark and point out that many successful people have locks, a hairstyle that has nothing to do with drugs. Mattel honored Zendaya with her own Barbie, replicating her Oscars look. The following month, musician Timbaland confirmed that he was working with Zendaya on her second album, following her switching record labels from Disney to Republic. Something New, featuring Chris Brown, was released on February 5th via Hollywood Records and Republic Records. The song also marks it as her first official release since signing it to Republic Records. In December 2016, Zendaya appeared as a guest judge in the season finale of the 15th season of the reality television series Project Runway. She made her feature film debut as Michelle in the superhero film Spider-Man: Homecoming, which was released in July 2017. Zendaya wore no makeup to her screen test, a decision that was carried through in production, and added her own embellishments to the role, such as carrying around a mug of herbal tea. The film grossed $117 million in its first weekend, ranking number 1 at the box office. John DeFore of The Hollywood Reporter praised her as a scene stealer, while David Ehrlich of IndieWire called her the film's MVP, despite her brief screen time. In August, she appeared in the music video for the song Versace on the Floor by Bruno Mars. In December, Zendaya co-starred in the original musical film The Greatest Showman. She portrayed a trapeze artist who falls in love with Zac Efron's character during a time when interracial romance was taboo. Owen Gleiberman of Variety praised her chemistry with Efron. Hollywood Reporter praised Zendaya for registering strongest, bringing touching sensitivity to her handful of scenes. Zendaya appeared on 3 tracks of the film's soundtrack, including Rewrite the Stars. The film met mixed reception, but became the 3rd highest grossing live-action musical ever released. In September 2018, Warner Brothers released the animated film Smallfoot, in which Zendaya voiced the Yeti Michi. She also sang 2 songs for the soundtrack. The film received positive reviews. In June 2019, Zendaya began starring in the HBO drama series adaptation of the Israeli series of the same name as Rue, a 17-year-old drug addict and the narrator of the series. Ben Travers of IndieWire wrote that she adds heartbreaking levity to moments when her spiraling character feels invincible instead of fragile. The Guardian's Rebecca Nicholson called her performance astonishing and mesmerizing. For her performance, she won the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series, becoming the youngest winner of the award. Also, in 2019, she reprised her role as MJ in Spider-Man Far From Home. Critic Christy Lemire called Zendaya's portrayal darkly alluring and praised her humorous deadpan charm. The film was a commercial success, becoming the fourth highest grossing release of the year. In 2021, Zendaya starred in Malcolm and Marie, which was filmed during the first phase of the COVID-19 pandemic. The production complied with extensive safety protocols and had a lean crew to minimize health dangers. The film co-stars John David Washington and was directed by Sam Levinson, who also created Euphoria. Zendaya allocated shares to the film to everyone involved in its making as a way of offering a financial bonus when the movie was sold. Part of the proceeds was shared with Feeding America. The film had a mixed reception, but Zendaya's performance was positively reviewed. Brian Truitt of USA Today described her as luminous and absolute fire, and Variety's Peter de Bruges praised her for wearing Marie's fragility on the surface, only to reveal the character's strength through reaction shots and silence. In April 2021, Zendaya was cast to voice the character of Lola Bunny in Space Jam: A New Legacy. Growing up with the film since childhood, Zendaya drew on her experiences with her family's love of basketball for the role. Zendaya portrays Chani in Denis Villeneuve's science fiction film Dune, the first part of a planned two-part adaptation of the 1965 novel of the same name, released in September 2021. Zendaya will also rejoin filmmaker John Watts for a leading role in Spider-Man: No Way Home, which is scheduled for December 2021. In September 2020, Zendaya was cast as Ronette's frontwoman Ronnie Spector in a biopic adapted from Spector's memoir Be My Baby. Since 2017, Zendaya has been attached to produce and star in A White Lie as Anita Hemmings, an African-American woman who was a descendant of slaves and Europeans and passed as white in order to attend Vassar College in the 1890s. In 2018, she was cast in Brian Helgeland's crime thriller Finest Kind. Zendaya was the face of Beats Electronics, X Out, Material Girl, Cover Girl, and Chi Hair Care. In August 2013, she released her debut book, Between You and Me: How to Rock Your Tween Years with Style and Confidence to help girls through the tougher parts of the tween years. In August 2015, she debuted her shoe collection named Daya, which was her childhood nickname. In November 2016, Zendaya's clothing line Daya by Zendaya went on sale. Second collection was gender fluid and included full range of sizes. In October 2018, she became Tommy Hilfiger's brand's ambassador and co-designed Tommy X Zendaya capsule collections. She took inspiration from the 70s, namely the decade's strong, iconic women, and her runway shows at Paris Fashion Week and New York Fashion Week has been praised for celebrating diversity and inclusivity, including women of color, plus size, and models aged up to 70. The shows were also a tribute to the pioneering model icons. In 2019, Zendaya became a spokesmodel for Lancome, and in the following year for Bulgari and Valentino. Zendaya was ranked one of the best-dressed women in 2018 by fashion website Net-a-Porter. For her InStyle 2020 September issue, she chose with her stylist Law Roach, all black designers, artists, and creatives. In October 2020, she won the Visionary Art Award at the CNMI Green Carpet Fashion Awards for her efforts in promoting diversity and inclusion in fashion and film. Zendaya has lent her support to several charities and causes. In 2021, she became an ambassador for Convoy of Hope and encouraged fans to support Hurricane Sandy response efforts. The following year, she promoted other relief efforts. In 2014, Zendaya recorded John Legend's song All of Me, with a portion of the proceeds going to the organization. The same year, she celebrated her 18th birthday with a campaign to help feed at least 150 hungry children in Haiti, Tanzania, and the Philippines through Feed One. And in 2016, she celebrated her 20th birthday with a campaign to raise $50,000 to support Convoy's Women's Empowerment Initiative. In October 2012, Zendaya performed at the Medical Operation Smile Benefit. She was UNICEF's Trick or Treat 2014 campaign spokesperson. In July 2015, she visited South Africa with UNAIDS, the United Nations program dedicated to preventing and creating access to treatment for HIV/AIDS. Then she also held a fundraiser with CrowdRise. When Malcolm and Marie, filmed during the pandemic, was sold in September 2020, a portion of the proceeds was shared with Feeding America. Zendaya supports campaigns to raise awareness about underserved communities, underprivileged schools, and to financially support schools. In September 2017, she partnered with Verizon Foundation as a spokesperson for their national We Need More initiative to bring technology, access, and learning opportunities to children. She was also empowering them to pursue careers in STEM. In March 2018, Zendaya teamed up with Google.org to give back to students at community school in Oakland, funding an innovative computer science curriculum. Zendaya is a feminist. In January 2017, she attended the Women's March on Washington to showcase her support of women's rights. She has previously discussed her experience as a black female in Hollywood. She uses her social platforms to address racial justice, voting, body shaming, and bullying. She has been showing support for the Black Lives Matter movement on her social media accounts for years. She took part in the George Floyd protests in June 2020 and temporarily lent her Instagram account to Patrisse Cullors to share anti-racism resources and media. Zendaya has been an advocate for voting over the years. In October 2016, she was one of the celebrities to participate in Vote Your Future initiative and appeared in a campaign video. In September 2020, she encouraged her fans with Michelle Obama and her When We All Vote nonpartisan organization to check their voter registration ahead of elections. The next month, she shared a video while casting her vote to remind about voting again. In October 2013, she took part in P&G's movement called Mean Stinks and co-hosted the nationwide live-streamed assembly joined by almost 500 schools. In September 2017, she was fronting, along with her Spider-Man Homecoming co-stars, a PSA awareness campaign, Stomp Out Bullying. Zendaya also supported American Heart Association, City Year, Communities in Schools, DonorsChoose.org, Children Mending Hearts, Toys for Tots, Friends for Change, and Donate My Dress, among others. Zendaya owns a home in Los Angeles as well as an apartment in Brooklyn. She is a vegetarian and explained that my main reason for being a vegetarian is that I'm an animal lover. Definitely not because I love vegetables. Her interests include singing, dancing, and designing clothes. And with that, I don't know if you can tell by the look in my eyes and my face, but that is the end of the article, and I am absolutely exhausted because it is 5 a.m. where I am, and I began this setup to record this article on this fascinating young lady hours ago, and it is time for me, just like you, to go to sleep. I hope you enjoyed learning about Zendaya, and more importantly than that to me is whether or not I have been pronouncing her name correctly, because I don't think I've ever heard it pronounced. I've only read her name, believe it or not. So let's see if this entire video makes me look like the dummy that I am. And you know what? It's okay. I can take it.